Hey everyone, it's Happily Lost here. Yeah, I did give the my motovlog test equipment a test. Almost there. The only issue I had was that the volume was clipping, so I have to do another test. What a shame. Means I have to go out for a ride. But the what the problem was apparently is that my audio was recording too loud, so I needed to drop the gain of the audio recorder and it should be sweet. So the other thing I need to do is on my cameras I need to set them to a higher frame rate, because apparently I noticed that there was a bit of blurring which could have been prevented through a higher frame rate in the videos. So I've made that adjustment, and I've made the adjustment to the Tascam, and so my Tascam, I'll have it set to the input volume for about 6, I think is the perfect range, and let's give it a try. We'll do that right after this. Hey everyone, and we're back, and we're off onto a little test ride. So it's no aim for this apart from actually going for a ride, and I will close the visor so there's less wind noise. Okay, hopefully everyone can hear me okay now. Like I said, I've reduced the record volume down to, I end up deciding 5 on the Tascam DR05X. I've set my GoPro to record at 60 frames per second. So we see, hopefully that helps there too. Yeah. I'm just going to waffle along as we go and probably just do a speed ride and time, well, speed the video up at times, and because it doesn't matter, because I'm not actually talking about anything really important. I'm just talking and riding, see how the sound goes. Right, we're sitting at 80 k's an hour, so hopefully everyone, and don't flip that vent down, hopefully everyone can actually hear me fine. Ooh, wonder what, I've never actually noticed that whistle going before. Okay, so yeah, new noise in my helmet, that's a bit weird. Yeah. Okay, we are now sitting about 70 k's an hour, and so let's hopefully that sound goes okay as well. Well, it should do. If you could hear me at 80, I'm sure you could hear me at 70. Typical light. Oh, which way shall we go? No, I don't know that I'm going to take the freeway today. I think I'll go for that longer ride and, yeah, see what happens. I loved when I was doing the setup originally, the recording that will go before this one. My cat was seriously trying to get my attention. She was doing everything possible to actually do it. Oh, go, dude, I'm not going to fight with you. You're a big car and I am just on a bike. Come on. Thank you. Yeah. Need to, I think I need to update my GoPro and get one that's got image stabilization in it. The old GoPro 3 Black doesn't have that, so at least if it does, I haven't found it yet. So I have to do it post if it's really bad, which my poor old computer doesn't handle too well. Yes, I did change my hair again. Wasn't happy with the last hair dye that I did. One wash and it pretty much fell out, the colour, so all was left was the previous colour that I did. So changed brands. Don't know what this one's like. My hair is a bit of a tricky at the best of times with holding colour, so I'm trying to find like the sweet spot and get something that works, but it's not so damaging for my hair. I used to get it professionally done, but you know, it cost a fair bit of money, so I just let the colour go for a while, and now I'm dyeing it again, but I'm doing it myself. So, but me being me, not happy with just boring old colours. I would rather something a bit different, but I'm beginning to wonder how different my colour is in the first place. Oh, so many people do it so it's not that different, I suppose. But hey, I guess the important thing, as long as I'm happy, that's the important one. And yeah, I am. I like my blue at the moment. One of my favourite colours is actually purple. So, well, it's not blue. Purple is from the derivative from blue. So, depending on the purple that you have, would depend on whether it's more towards the red or towards the blue spectrum. But yes, my old hairdresser, I think it used to drive him mad just how my hair behaved with colours. And she finally got the idea that I actually didn't give a damn what the end result is. I just wanted it different from what I had. What we had is a blonde patch in the back of my head, and it would always turn pink, and it just frustrated her. So, but she eventually got the idea that, hey, that was perfectly fine with me, because it changed anyway as I washed it. Oh, and I'm really impressed with this Tascam. So far, it's just been a little gem. But yeah, my bike is named Ulissa, as in Ulysses, but the feminine version of it. She's a traveller, and yeah, we intend to travel with this little one. Hence the name Ulissa. I have a habit of naming my vehicles based upon the last letter of the number plate. So my car's last letter is a C, so she's called Claire. My old bike last letter was a Y, so it was Jasmine with a Y, to be different. And obviously the last letter on this little girl is a U, so it's Ulissa. My shop is live. I will remind everyone yet again while we're on this ride that my clothing merchandise is live. So the address for that is shop.thehappily.lost.com. I'll put a link in the description, and I'll probably put a link in the video too. Well, at least the address in the video. What else can I say that's new? I am currently in the middle of prepping some educational workshops to do with I am got a tester workshop coming up very soon. I don't think this will be released in time for that, but after that I'll be releasing a bigger public workshop, which is based upon the same content. It's just a further extension of it. The tester one is to do with pronoun usage for gender diverse people. It's a guide for family and friends, so it's quite an interactive one. Hopefully it gets you really thinking and more focus on how pronouns are used within our language and how we can change them to be more inclusive or less discriminatory. But the full workshop will have that component in it also as well, but it will also delve into discrimination that gender diverse people can experience and what impact that actually can have on them. So in effect, it can give you a experience, at least open your eyes towards what they do experience, because you can't really experience it yourself, but you can actually get a grasp of at least what it is, so that you're able to better support the gender diverse person. Yeah, so that's what's going to be in the full workshop. I have other workshops in the plan, but I haven't not releasing the details of those yet, and haven't made a decision about which ones are going to be, and a few other things. But yeah, okay, this is going to be a real interesting test. The only problem is I've got a caravan in front of me, so I'm not going to be able to fully test it. Okay, here we go, 100 k's an hour. Yes, we can do 110 down here, but well, I've got a caravan in front of me, so I can't really test that 110 part. But anyway, I can test the 100k part. So hopefully you can hear me through all that. Looking at, I haven't decided yet whether to go for Patreon or whether to do an in-house sort of subscription service where I can provide more content. There's pluses and minuses for both, and that's the difficulty about it. The Patreon, it's in US dollars, so unless you're in US or some other country where you're better than US dollar, it's gonna cost you a lot more than what I would actually offer, and that's what bugs me. That's something that bugs me about it. So, okay. That's me at 110, and what the hell, we keep on going and get past this person. So I don't know if you guys, so I don't know if you can hear me. So yeah, we have had our drums with the ethics, and oh, that's not what I was talking about, was it? Yeah, so it was Patreon, that's what we were talking about, and whether or not I'm going to go Patreon. I know someone else, I don't know them personally, but I follow them on YouTube, and they have switched from Patreon for the very same reasons that I am also considering going not to Patreon. Currently on my website there is a link to my Patreon, but yeah, I haven't done anything with it or even decided how I'm going to handle Patreon. So yeah, nothing's happening there at the moment. Oh god, that's bumpy, that part. Yeah, so like I was saying, I don't know if I'm going to go for Patreon or something else at the moment, but if I don't go for Patreon, it'd be in-house essentially. I'll be running the whole show, and really I suppose I won't have the restrictions that Patreon will actually have on me. Like, it doesn't matter what content I produce, it doesn't matter like if there's nudity or simulated nudity or artworks that are got naked bodies in it. It won't matter. So whereas with Patreon you have all these restrictions, and you can't have anything that's really some sexual in nature. So yeah, I was actually looking at that for something else. It was back when I was doing DOM work and we were actually producing videos to be sold.
and Patreon was pretty much just was saying, well, indicating that there would be a dead flat no, because not that we were, the problem wasn't that we were talking about them, it was actually that there was more sexual acts involved in them. So, and yet, well, they perceived it as being sexual, but really, if anyone has much to do with BDSM, you would know that it's not entirely sexual. It's about other stuff involved in it. So, but of course, the conservative society that we live in, despite how liberal Australia can be, would still view it as being sexual. So there was a limitation there, and we couldn't use Patreon that way. So yeah, so I know, I'm aware of the kind of restrictions that Patreon does put on sexuality. It's about sensuality. Yeah, it's kind of and sensuality and dominance and power and a submissiveness. Yes, pain and enjoying, just purely enjoying and being free, and that's what it really is about. It's not about, you know, getting your rocks off, or however you want to put it. But right about now, I think I'm just going to shut up, ride, and yeah, enjoy what's left of this ride and the scenery that I have when it's so near my own home. So yeah, I'll come back to you when further down the track. Well, on that matter, on that point, I shall say, if that's the case, I will have no video going, but I will sign off. So if you like this content and would like to see more on motorcycles, art and sex related stuff, hit the subscribe and press the bell for the notification. If you like, comment and like in this video as well. It all helps with the YouTube analytics. So I'll see you next time. Bye.
Well, what can one say? We have a winner. Yep, setting the Tascam to about 5 while I was on the motorcycle. Hear me clear as a bell. Yes, you still got a bit of wind noise, but didn't interfere with the inability to hear me. So the only issue I had was at the end of the ride, I ran out of battery on my GoPro. So yes, obviously I'm going to have to keep my conversations and rides shorter than 40 minutes until I get a second battery, and even then remember to change the battery when that happens. Anyway, so this is an outro to the outro, really. So my settings for my Tascam, well, I'm on a motorcycle. I have it set to the gain set to the input volume set to 5, and when I'm talking in person, I have with the lapel mic like this, I have it set to about 40, which seems to be like a sweet spot for both. So I need to remember to actually drop one down when I get on the bike and drop it back up, put it back up when we're doing this. So I will now actually say bye again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.